right there. Stay right there. Now hammer down.
We did it.
What are you doing?
There is no way to prepare your mind or body for the Baja 1000.
The Baja 1000 in one word is ferocious. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Baja is extremely special just because of the uniqueness of it. You're gonna race for 30 hours, 40 hours sometimes, depending on the race.
The most brutal, the most unforgiving.
1917 to Chase. Do you have a copy?
The most exhausting thing you will ever do.
Steady right. Steady right.
Just the emotional highs and lows of Baja is probably one of the hardest things of racing Baja.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. We didn't mark that.
You gotta do everything you can to get to the finish line and not make those catastrophic mistakes. And if you can do that, you know, you have a pretty good chance of conquering Baja.
The Baja 1000 is the true epitome and definition of off-road racing.
On the Baja California Peninsula, the people of Ensenada go about their daily routines, all the while waiting for mid-November, when the thriving city becomes an off-road mecca for upwards of 10,000 racing enthusiasts who convene for Mexico's famed Baja 1000.
The favorite part is just the atmosphere down here. The people are awesome, you got big crowds, a lot of celebration. It's hard to really explain it without being here.
The festivities for the grueling test of teams will start with tech and contingency, which looks more like a rock concert than a day of race vehicle inspection.
You know, the Mid 400 was cool. Taking over Fremont Street is really neat, man, but this is on another level. So it's cool to be a part of this experience, man.
Teams spend the day handing out stickers, signing autographs, and getting the all-around celebrity treatment.
This is nuts, man. You know, you can watch all the videos you want in the world, but until you come see it, you don't get it.
There's such an enthusiastic attitude towards the racing, and you really feel it when you're going down the track. You feel the people wanting to push you faster, and it makes it awesome.
From looking at the crowds, one would think that off-road endurance racing is Mexico's #1 pastime.
It's insane, dude. It's on another level, man. We even got to hit a selfie. Where is it at?
Which makes sense. Competitors who push hard enough to win the race tend to carry a certain mystique and are catapulted into off-road racing stardom.
It'll give you chill bumps when you walk up on stage. You think you're ready and your car rolls out there and the crowd goes crazy and you do the interview and you look back and see Baja 1000, man, you realize you're going to do it. You're going to do what very few people ever do.
If vehicle tech and contingency is a bit overwhelming, then the start of the race is pure adrenaline. Especially when the top trophy trucks take off. Over 800 horsepower delivering hot rubber to the asphalt streets of Ensenada. A spectacle of raw power to say the least. And the fans just can't get enough. Every year the course changes. Some years competitors race point to point. This year it's one 800-mile loop. No matter how score officials structure the course, the Baja 1000 start line is always a constant. Smack dab in the middle of downtown Ensenada.
Hey!
Hello, boys.
What brings you here to Anaheim, California?
We heard there was a good taco joint around here somewhere.
The journey to Baja takes months of planning.
How you doing, sir? Good. Good to see you, man.
The logistics alone is a full-time job.
What's up, pal? How you doing, man? Good to see you, too.
Then you add pre-runners and support crew, but then you still need additional drivers.
So you ready for Mexico?
Everybody asks me that and then smirks afterwards like, yeah, you ready for me?
Wow, it's like going back for like 100 years, dude.
Is it?
The S3 race team received an invitation from Jason and Derek Murray to help them try to win the Score overall points championship in the Pro UTV class.
You know, when we sat down and tried to game plan for this race, we said who'd be the best? Who would give us the best chance of success out here? You know, choosing S3 to join us for this race was a no-brainer. Half the fun is the experience.
Is it? What's the other half?
Winning the race.
A dream come true for Dustin and Mr. Mal.
You know, that's a big deal. It was an honor for these guys to even think about us to do it.
So tell me what the deal is as far as the championship points and who's where and what do y'all have to do?
We're physically 1 point ahead, basically. So it really comes down to, you gotta beat Jagged X by 1 position. That's all we're racing.
They had a chance to win the championship, and they were taking a big chance putting us in the car because it was our first season of racing.
Dustin will drive the final leg of the 1000 with Mr. Mal as his co-driver.
Yeah, I'm tight in here.
The seat sits about exactly like mine does, so the seat's very comfortable.
It's tough to sit down in somebody else's race car. You almost have to become one with the car. And so we had such limited time to get used to the car and see what it was going to feel like.
Jason will start the race, then drive 200 miles south before handing the car off to his brother Derek.
My brother and I, for the most part, have always driven the car. You know, and we know we can get it there, but to win, we want the best team out there.
Told you we'd come through.
Then the plan is for Dustin and Mr. Mal to take it to the finish line.
Yeah, I can tell they're exhausted. It's been a long month for them preparing for this logistically, and they're putting a lot of trust into us, so we're going to have to adapt and make it work.
One of those things, you're excited, but you're also a little nervous, and you want to make sure all the effort you put in pays off.
Cool. All right, guys, don't let us hold you on. Thank you, buddy. Let me know if you need anything. See you, buddy.
We really wanted to pull this championship. A lot of people come down here, some of the best drivers in the world, and Baja eats them up. Finishing the 1000 is something many people will strive to do for years upon years and never even finish the 1000. It's that hard.
Jason and Derek not only want to finish the Baja 1000, they want to win.
Constant battle. You know, you're only as good as your team. Your team's got to support you. You got to support them.
Okay, got some fun, boys. Going through a roller coaster of emotions, thinking of all the things you got to do, and at the end of the day, I just got to get the car to Derek in one piece. Hopefully it all goes to plan. Bring it home. Let's have some fun. Viva la Mexico.
Just remember, we take her easy on the jumps and we'll be good to go. Get this thing started.
There's a lot of emotions when you're sitting at the start line. Your heart's pumping, you know, all that time and effort leading up to that moment.
Lord, you gifted me with the talent. Today, help me utilize that talent to my fullest ability, and most importantly, bring me home to the ones I love. Amen, brother.
You really need to set everything aside and just focus on the task at hand.
3, 2, 1, go. 10 sharp left. 3, 2, 1.
All you're thinking about is focusing on getting the car to the next driver. And you know, it's hard sometimes because of all the raw emotion around you.
8 sharp to your right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch the outside.
Jason and Monty turn off the pavement and into the famed Ensenada wash.
Here we go, baby. Here we go. On.
Which will lead them out of the city and into the desert.
There's really no place that we've ever raced or seen like it.
Watch it jump, go easy. Steady right.
To win, everything has to go virtually perfect.
Rocks outside. Good job. Take it easy around those turns. Conserve the car, conserve the tires. Get Dustin and Derek a happy car.
Jason knows what it takes to finish the 1000. It's his and Derek's third time to race it.
There's no place like Baja. It tests you and your machine more than any place we've ever been.
Help me out on course here. It's a little different than we did in the pre-run. Yep.
You know, I love coming down here and racing Baja. It's the adventure, the people.
Everyone you talk to will tell you that the actual race is only half of the total Baja experience.
Here you go. No.
Muscle. Seafood. Comida marina.
I'm not know what to say, dude. I'm confused, bro.
And it's Dustin's first time in Mexico.
Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán. Soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba y bamba.
Ho, ho, Baja and Ensenada, Mexico. That place is a crazy place.
Como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame.
Photo?
Huh?
Photo?
Yeah. Why not? ¿Por qué no?
¿Por qué no?
Those people run on their own watch, and so it's a cool place to go hang out. Beautiful scenery.
Perfect.
Perfecto.
Gracias, amigo.
Bien.
Muchas gracias.
Sí, de nada.
That dude is insane. He is just loving life. He's out here catching oysters out of this pond, shucking them, and that's what he eats, man.
Bamba y bamba.
Throws cans in the middle of the road so you run over and smash them for him. That dude's living life, man. He ain't worried about nothing.
I absolutely love the place. I mean, it's, I see what gets in people's blood.
The beautiful beaches on the Pacific Ocean. The rich Spanish culture is prevalent all through Ensenada. This would be enough to get most people to the Baja Peninsula.
¿Tiene sticker?
The atmosphere, the environment, it's kind of like a drug almost.
But racing across the brutal desert is where the glory lies.
Danger, there's a rock at the bottom of this. Be careful to your left or to right. Good job.
And with glory comes heartache.
We blew a belt?
When you hear that sound, you know that there's a problem because that shouldn't have happened.
Derek, we lost a belt. 1917 belt blew. Copy. How did we blow a belt already?
We were about 15 miles into the race and we lost the belt, which we haven't done all season. I mean, we've raced probably 6,000, 7,000 desert miles this year without one belt failure.
Having spare parts in the car is standard desert racing practice. Changing a clutch belt shouldn't take maybe 15 minutes. Fortunately for Jason and Monty, they have plenty of makeshift mechanics that are eager to lend an extra hand.
The people down here in Baja truly love racing. Score racing is the #1 sport, and you come down here, you just feel the love. We always say outside of soccer, it's probably their #1 sport. They love it in all ways. You can be out in the middle of nowhere, and they come out willing to push, help you, and you're like, are you kidding me?
With a little help from the fine locals of Baja, Jason and Monty gear up to get back in the race.
You don't find that anywhere else, and that's part of the draw in coming down here and racing Baja. It motivates us to go out and perform for the locals down here.
Jason and Monty lose a few positions while changing the clutch belt to Can-Am Maverick Turbo.
Monty, so 15 minutes behind Jagged. Copy that.
And they also find a bigger problem than expected.
Monty, how hot are we over there on the right? It shows 90. What? It shows 90. Well, that's not overheating. Oh, it's over. Yeah, something's leaking. Something's going on.
We noticed at that point that we had a transmission seal leak. We were getting some oil into our clutch area, and it was just causing the belt to slip.
It feels like this clutch has some type of vibration. What do you want to do? I need to pull over and take a look and see what's going on. But I need to get somewhere where there's some support. I understand. Because we will have nothing to fix regardless.
In order to fix the transmission issue, they need extra tools and parts, which are in the chase truck.
I need to pull over. Is this where they're going to meet us, Monty? Okay, we'll have to try to figure out how to get them here. Dustin, you copy? I do have a copy.
In the Score Race Series, chase crews are allowed onto the track to deliver parts to their team and fix any issues that they may accrue from the brutal desert. So Dustin and Mr. Mal's job is to get their parts to their stranded teammates.
You know, Score and the Baja race, it's really the Wild West out there, and they leave a lot to be determined during the middle of the race.
Yeah, we took my stock cross-country bike out there, and I was thinking going out, we're going to destroy this thing.
Dustin and Mr. Mal need to locate their missing compadres and do it quickly.
The old girl held together quite well. I was pleasantly surprised.
I think part of the allure and part of the draw of the Baja 1000 is all the aspects that you're going to run into, and everybody tells you ahead of time it's all part of the Baja experience, and that's off-road racing in Mexico.
Dustin, Jason, and Monty work quickly to get the UTV back on the track.
Fix went pretty quick. It's just finding us and getting us and actually getting the fix going is what took the most time.
The brutal Baja Peninsula is known to leave competitors stranded for hours, or sometimes even for days. Before the first flag dropped to start the race, Derek Murray worked out the finer details and logistics.
Hey Chris, you guys, you're all in one truck, right?
Yeah.
See, the variable I'm having is I wanted you guys to go to the start, but I realistically should technically have you in O-host. God forbid there's something quick out of the back, because you guys have all the tools and parts now.
Derek's meticulous planning saved Jason and Monty from being stranded for hours, which would have put the team out of the chase for the overall points championship.
Yeah, it's the biggest challenge of Baja is just, the logistics of it. So for me, that's where we spend most of the time, trying to get people in the right place and making sure everything goes smooth. You're open to that?
Hey, I'm y'all show.
I think you guys have that second car. Maybe they could trail if they want to watch the start. But I think we got a good plan. Everyone knows what to do, and now we just got to implement it.
A near disaster is avoided, thanks to the Murray brothers' experience racing on the Baja Peninsula.
1917 race, do you copy?
Go ahead.
All right, we're sitting right here at the checkpoint.
Copy that.
After night fell over the Baja Peninsula, Jason and Monty fought their fair share of adversity during the first leg of the race.
The course is brutal out there. A lot of cars are on the side of the road. Saw a bunch of cars in the ditches. Baja gets you every time unless you're ready for it. And I thought we were, but looks like she might have our number just go around. John, pull off that panel over there for me, please.
The team has fallen drastically behind the leaders.
It's been a long day, not going anywhere we wanted it to. So cards are going against us right now, but we don't give up.
The crew quickly works, hoping to keep their Can-Am Maverick Turbo in the race.
Derek, go!
We were so far behind, but we fought. We kept going.
Hey, dump some more fluid up front.
It's not only about catching up, it's about finishing the race. You don't win the race in the first 300 miles.
Money, great job, man.
A lot of work. You really got to pay attention. Good, thank you.
It's so important to regroup, to focus, know what you can do, and regroup.
Hey, tell me where to go, bud. All right, we're going to go out and make a left. Okay.
It pushes your team. It pushes the guys who come out here and volunteer to help us. And, they all have the passion to win, too.
All right, hey, let's do this, bud. Come on, get it. Let's get it. Let's keep it tight, keep it together, see if we can make up a little time. Sounds good.
You just have to calm back down. You have to calm your emotions and just remember what you're here to do.
It's going to get rocky in here, so we got to try to minimize flaps. Okay, I'll keep it out. We're going to run clean and smooth, no flats. That's it. In this rocky section, no mistakes. Back to the left.
You got to keep moving forward. Desert racing is about finishing. We go into survival mode. Our goal is to get that car to the finish line every time.
Car feels so strong, dude. Yeah. Like, I'm just babying it, dude. It wants to just shred, dude. Hey, 1917 Chase, car feeling strong. It's looking good. We're doing well.
Derek and co-driver Aaron Juarez look to make up valuable lost time. But the Baja Desert has different plans.
This is our friend, the Silt Man. Yep.
Silt beds are silt beds, but down here, you just get miles of stuff.
Whoa, 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 whoa. To the right, to the right, to the right. Danger coming up here, danger.
Dirt's just flying over your hood. You're full throttle, just digging that car in, trying to get through it.
Looking good, looking good. Way to do it, Derek, way to do it, man. Come on, baby. All right, we're gonna run straight for a little bit and then sweep to the left.
As Derek and Aaron push through the silt, they notice they are catching other vehicles.
I see a truck and a UTV. It's gonna get a little dusty and blind, my friend. Okay. We're good. To the right, to the right, to the right. Careful. He's letting us go. All right. Thank you. Awesome.
It's a pretty cool thing. When you're running through the night like that, I actually enjoy it, I love it because you can focus.
It's gonna go to the left. Go ahead, go, go. Yeah! Woo! All right. It's gonna kink left right here. I love it. Let's go get some more people, right?
250 miles away, in San Felipe, the S3 team pulls into their hotel.
I'm tired. I slept the entire time. I don't even know what the car's been doing. I've been asleep for a few hours now.
With limited phone service in Mexico, they eagerly try to track their teammates.
Do we know the status of the car? Have we been moving consistently?
Looks like it.
Mr. Mal and Dustin know that at any time through the night, they could potentially lose their chance to race the Baja 1000.
It's always interesting down here in Baja. Anything that can happen will happen.
Whoa, be careful, take it easy.
You just have to keep plugging away and overcome it.
We're at 117. Temperature? Temperature is 117. Watch it rock.
Yeah, it's what it is. It's called racing.
Looking good. Come on, baby. I love you, Can-Am. Too right.
Those guys are scrappy, man. They'll figure out a way. Jump start it, they'll replace it. It doesn't matter. Those guys find a way to keep going.
We're good. We're on track. This guy's stuck.
Derek and Aaron pass teams that are stuck in the silt.
Stay to the right. We're good.
We're not going to quit until someone else tells us, hey, there's no more moving. That's the only time we're going to stop.
I don't know how we're getting back in the game, but I'll take it. We're going to sweep right.
And we'll do whatever it takes to get to the finish line. I don't care how long it takes.
You're doing great. Thanks, bud, for your help.
In order to get through the silt, Derek pins the accelerator to the floor.
Woo! Don't want to get stuck like that truck. Nope. Watch that car. Watch his light.
But then,
No, whoa.
in a silt blackout, they hit a stuck vehicle.
17 Reese, do you copy?
So I don't know how the car's doing. Hopefully it's doing good. Hopefully they've got everything fixed. And I'll get a fresh car at 550.
We got a copy. We're coming through a silt bed. Hold on a minute. Tell him we hit a guy in a silt bed. Hold on, bud. All right, we're good.
Through the course of the night, Derek and Aaron battle Baja.
We're good. Going blind. Woo-hoo! To the left. Had the windshield wipers going.
If they can make it until morning, they still have a slim chance of winning the points championship. All teams battle to survive the night in Baja. Brutal Desert will be the final judge of each and every team's desire to finish the epic desert race and bask in the glory of knowing that they conquered the Baja 1000.
You know, you wake up periodically through the night because you can hear the trophy trucks running by. Expect to see the first couple of UTVs roll by pretty soon.
Dustin and Mr. Mal anxiously wait their turn to get into the race.
Taking him. Shot out the side. She knows that hustle. She ain't going home with nobody.
And they've heard some good news.
You know, the guys have moved on up. Some others have had some trouble, looks like.
Yes, sir, we got a bunch of stuff to do. We need to run up to the gas station. I hope all the racers do good, but maybe their trouble's a little worse than ours. That'll give us a chance to catch back up, at least be in the hunt.
The team sets up a makeshift pit stop, and they prepare for their turn to Baja.
We're here. We take the car from here, back up, and into Ensenada.
When they see firsthand the carnage of what 20 hours of racing in Mexico looks like.
Try and compare it to all these other series, but until you get down here and experience for yourself, you realize how rugged and how brutal it actually is.
And they get word that the Can-Am Maverick Turbo suffered some damage through the course of the night.
You guys out, S3, Chase.
10-4, we have a copy. Go ahead. We have a front left axle ready to go. Tools are out, jacks are out, and fuel is out.
Copy that.
You always hope you can just jump in, strap in, and relax and go, but we got to change an axle before I get into the car.
Changing a front axle shouldn't be more than a 10-minute job.
Here we go, boy.
But the team needs to move quickly.
When I handed the car off to Dustin, it was already a long day. We were behind.
Rough out there, man. I'm guessing everyone's got a few issues. And other than that, the car, you know, it's strong, it's good. Just some fluke stuff.
Baja does it again. Got a couple hundred miles left. See what it shakes out. We're still running. That's all that matters. So.
Radio check.
Yeah, it's working. You got a copy?
Copy.
Derek and I had a brief conversation of, Derek, tell me what you're expecting.
Dustin said, how you want me to drive?
He said, I'm going to tell you now, the car's been through a hard night. It's beat up.
Run brisk and fast, see what happens.
Okay. And I said, run clean, fast, get it to the finish, but move fast.
Got everything back together. They checked the fluids, topped everything off. We're good to go. Dustin and Mal about to bring it into the finish.
All right, good to go.
do this thing. Coming up.
Dustin and Mr. Mal start the final 300 miles of the Baja 1000. And the Murray Brothers chase team pass the torch over to Chris Robinson.
I think I slept 20 minutes in the last, 24 hours. So you can say it's a long night, but we really enjoy it.
Dustin and Mr. Mal are fresh and eager to fight the Baja Desert.
You're gonna have a hard left coming up. Stay in it.
If they want to make it to the finish line, they need to conserve an already battled Can-Am Maverick Turbo.
Have fun out there, guys. Remember, we're in survival mode, not race mode, so just get that thing to the finish line. Have fun out there, though.
A little nervous. Dustin, I know, only knows one speed, and that's fast.
Take it easy. No course markers? Haven't seen any.
But, Dustin had that confidence, and that's what I like about Dustin. He's a smart kid.
Rock my side. Big rock. There you go. Straight.
17 race. How you doing?
Doing good.
This car has been through some stuff, so take it easy on her.
Still showing fast. Easy. There you go. Good job.
Dustin quickly drives through the desert as Mr. Mal sits in the co-driver's seat for the first time.
I was pretty apprehensive having to be the co-driver because I'm always the driver.
Straight? Over to the danger? Almost. I think it's over this ridge where we laid it. Yep. Slow down at the ridge. Slow down.
Dustin's fast, so he's kind of demanding as far as information he needs to not kill us both.
Big rock. Good job. Hold on. That's got some more dangerous parts in here. It's going to be real whoopy. Okay?
In order for Dustin and Mr. Mal to make it back to Ensenada, they first must tackle the infamous San Felipe whoops.
Staker is doing the big ones. There you go. Under your good rhythm, baby.
Miles and miles of the most brutal whoops either of them have ever seen.
Got a big net, just let her float through. Good job.
There were sections of 3 and 4 foot deep whoops that were 8 and 10 foot apart.
As far as I can see on the GPS, still big whoops. Find your little rhythm, bud. There you go.
There was no way for a UTV to get on top of these whoops and run fast.
You look up, and they're all the way to the horizon going up a mountain 15 miles away, and you go, oh, man.
Still big one. Yep, lots of danger. Slow down. Easy on the car. There you go.
Whoop after whoop after whoop. A lot of times it's just, that's what you had, and that's what you had to deal with.
Find your rhythm. Your car is tired. There you go. There you go. Stay in it. Watch dangers. We get past this, it gets fast again. Okay. Ease on through. Still danger.
While Dustin and Mr. Mal battle the brutal San Felipe whoops, the chase team tries to keep pace with their UTV.
Oh man, the chase is on. If it's 1 o'clock now, they should be in around 7.
But this is all whoops through there, so they ain't doing over, 30 miles an hour?
Yeah. 17, rolling, no problem on the power line.
Copy that, Mal. We're gonna meet y'all at 685. Once y'all turn, you'll be running parallel with 3.
The team starts working on their pit strategy.
Either do a splash at 7:48, so that would be 685 to whatever to the finish. Yes, 685 is after the military checkpoint, and once you make your left going towards Ensenada, it's checkpoint 6 also.
The chase crew hustles to beat Dustin and Mr. Mal to the next pit. But on the course, the S3 team runs into problems.
Car feel good?
No, we got a right rear that's flat.
Do we?
Yeah. We don't have to stop.
Uh-oh, something's wrong.
We just broke something. Radius rod just broke.
Pull over. Easy. We got some BCP right here.
Fortunately for Dustin and Mr. Mal, they have a spare tire. But the damaged radius rod, on the other hand, is a bigger issue.
I realized, man, this car's taking a beating, and it's been abused for 20 hours straight. And I guess that's just what happens whenever you take over a car after 580 miles of racing.
The radius rod bolt that keeps the tires angled in the proper direction must be replaced.
Pushed the car probably a little harder than what we should have, but we had some goals we wanted to accomplish.
Dustin and Mr. Mouse search for a solution to fix the damaged part.
We knew most likely we had lost the championship at that point, but it's the Murrays. You don't quit. Get the car to the line and let's finish this race.
Dustin uses a spare bolt to rig the suspension so they can limp their Can-Am Maverick Turbo to the pits.
It's just not in our nature to lay down like a cur dog and take it. We were going to try to run for the front no matter how far behind we were.
1917 to Chase, do you have a copy?
Copy that, come on.
We've got a flat tire on the spare.
Flat tire on the spare, copy that.
We're about 638 mile marker right now.
Copy that. He made it sound like they were still moving, right, Chris?
Yeah. You can have a perfect game plan and you can have all the logistics worked out, but it will take one instance and it will take one breakage and it will take one problem to completely throw that plan to the wayside.
Dustin and Mr. Mal arrive at the pit in the battered Can-Am Maverick Turbo.
Can I get some water?
Water?
Having a great time. Putting a good spare back on the car. Tightening the tie rods and replacing radius rod bolt. Got the car fixed pretty quickly.
After battling the Baja Peninsula for over 24 hours, the tired and frustrated team knows that they are too far behind to win the points championship.
We really felt like we had a fighting chance. And unfortunately, it just wasn't in our cards this go around.
Go, 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 go.
You know, we thought we were ready, but we just had too much downtime early on, and it was enough to mess things up. You know, it went from, going out there to win the race to survival mode. And unfortunately, that's not what needs to happen to win Baja.
With no chance to win the race or the championship, the team still pushes forward.
Keep doing what you're doing, straight. Let's have a slight left, carry your speed.
A bittersweet run back to Ensenada.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You have fun?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Bitter in the way that the Murrays knew they were out of the points championship. But the sweet part about it was the Murrays had given me and Mr. Mal an opportunity to live our dream.
We're just following Dustin here, trying to keep him under 60 miles an hour so we don't get a time penalty. I don't know if that's going to even factor in at this point, but...
So, Dustin, you enjoying Baja yet?
Dude, this is mind-blowing right now.
I don't think the Murrays realized at that time what they had done for me and Mr. Mal.
Is this fun or what?
It is a good time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You know, racing the Baja 1000 was a big deal for me.
Crazy what we're doing right now.
Yeah. What a fun.
Never thought I'd actually have the opportunity to get in a car and co-drive one.
You know, the challenge with this thing is just to finish it.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Guys, thank you for everything. See you on the other side.
Come up on the goat trail here and get him back out to the desert so we can get some speed under him. Get back to Ensenada and hopefully get a finish out of it.
You good to go?
Yes, we are good to go.
Dustin and Mr. Mal start the final push toward the finish line.
Hey, take it easy. We're fixing to get some high-speed stuff, I think.
Okay.
While the rest of the crew heads to the last road crossing before Ensenada.
There's no way that you can describe the Baja 1000 and what the experience is like and what you see out there and what you have to overcome.
Easy left, slow down. There it is, rocks. Okay. Don't get too carried away.
Just super excited for the whole team. I mean, yesterday after the first 40 miles, it looked like we might not even make it to the first road crossing.
It's gonna kick left up here, D.
Little kicker left.
You know, we don't give up. We go and we will continue to push and pursue until we, get the job done.
All right, there you go.
It's those times that you realize what it takes, the grunt that it takes to be an off-road racer, and this life is not for everybody.
All right, ease on up there, bud.
The team checks the car one last time before the sun goes down.
There you go. We get started. Pitch. Light. You're going, okay? You start the light. Yes, sir.
I don't know where we're sitting, but last look, Dustin's bringing her home. Getting to enjoy Baja after about a long 24 hours. I think we're ready to finish this race.
All right, bud. He's right. Speed limit's going to be 60 out here.
Dustin anxiously drives toward the Pacific coast.
As soon as he left out there, I got back on the horn and I said, remember what I said, Dustin? Remember what I said. Keep that car together.
Getting dark, we're getting tired. You know what I mean? Yes, 158. No mistakes. No mistakes.
Dustin blew out of there. He was ripping and running like he was chasing for the championships.
Dustin and Mr. Mal close in on Ensenada.
Look out in front of us.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Nice.
Unbelievable what we're doing.
You see Ensenada right there in front of you, you realize, man, we've done it. Short of making a mistake, we're going to bring it to the house.
All right, keep carrying your speed. Come back right a little.
The nearly 30-hour journey ends right where it started the previous day.
Straight, straight, straight. Jump. Here we go. Nail it.
We may not have won a championship or physically won the race.
Come on, hard left, hard left, hard. Right here, come on, come on.
But we won. We finished the Baja 1000.
Come on.
Dustin and Mr. Mal cross the finish line.
Woo! Hey, buddy. Big time.
Oh my God.
We had no idea what position we were in. We didn't know how far behind we were. We didn't know where the rest of the field was at.
That's crazy, dude. Ain't it for your first run? It's done, dude. Good job, guys. It's done, man.
And to me and Mr. Mal, we had won the race. That's what we had set out to do, was finish the Baja 1000.
It's always good to be here. You battle for this moment. You work all day to get here. We came fighting for the championship, and we ended up fighting just to finish. You know, that's the number one goal, is just to get to the finish line. We always want to show that this Can-Am can do what it can do, and this thing's a beast. It's always a beast, and it can just win 1,000 miles down here in Baja, which is by far some of the most brutal terrain.
All right. We haven't had, I think, about ninth place.
Unfortunately, little gremlins kind of hit us in the beginning and slowed us down all day. It was just a problem with things.
Well, these guys brought you. What do you think?
Yeah, I want to start back over. I want to go back to the start of the race and take off back out there, man. I had about 300 miles, and it wasn't enough for me.
After battling the Baja Desert for nearly 30 hours, the team gets a top 10 finish.
Do I have any regrets on this trip? Absolutely not. I'm trying to figure out how we can go do it again next year already.
Thank you very much. You can't imagine, words doesn't describe, and no one can prepare you for what we just went through. And to be honest with you, we just finished our 300-mile section. I want to go back out. I didn't get enough of it.
And Dustin may have found a new co-driver.
What you doing?
That's the driver. Talk to the driver.
Yeah.
One of the best parts of Mexico is, to give some of the kids an opportunity just to sit in, hold the steering wheel, and dream. There's nothing like that.
Yep, flip it up. All right, off.
I'm going to say that we may or may not have an S3 car racing the Baja 1000 at some point during 2016 season.
Murray's a great people. These guys to invite us down, that's a big deal. Me and Dustin in the car, trust the car to us.
It's a lot to take in, man. We're at the finish line of the 1000. People cheering, people going crazy, want to take pictures with us. For a little while, we're rock stars.
I better tell you before you get close. I'm a special case, I'm not like the other ones. There is a reason why I'm still alone. If you want to stick around, you need to ask yourself, are you enough of a man? Can you take me as I am and think you made me special, babe? But I'll never change for someone else. Is your heart strong enough to handle me? You made me special, babe, but I like my whiskey on the rocks. You better know what you're dealing with.